I'm here today to talk to you about traveling on an airliner with a firearm. Recently, I traveled down to Texas and we took two long guns and a handgun. Now, every time I've ever traveled out of Detroit with a long gun, it's been nothing but a pain in the butt. First, you go to the airline counter, and those people seem to be pretty good and pretty on the ball, as you'll see in the video footage that we shot. Ordinarily, when you're traveling with a pistol in a suitcase, you tell the airline employee that you have a firearm, it's unloaded, you have ammunition in its original manufacturer's box. They unzip or open the suitcase. I always show them that it's in a locked container. I sign an index card that says that it's unloaded. That index card goes into the suitcase. It gets closed back up. I put a lock on it, and off we go. It's very simple. It's not all that time consuming. But when you try to fly out of Detroit with a long gun, and in this instance we had two rifles going down to Texas to hunt deer and hogs, it turns into a colossal pain in the butt. First, you go through the process with the airline. Not such a big deal. Pretty similar to what it is when you have a pistol. But then, our friendly government TSA agents, they have to get involved. And I can't seem to get a straight answer from the TSA officer as to why they have this elaborate procedure of inspecting the long gun when they don't have any sort of procedure that involves TSA when it comes to a handgun. So, from my perspective, it's just a hassle. It's a way for the government to hassle a lawful gun owner who's trying to go on vacation to shoot deer and pigs and hunt in a different state. Now, this particular TSA agent was very, very professional. He was very polite. He answered questions. He was doing his job, and he did a fine job. He actually was prompt and punctual, and we didn't have to wait around for him, and he took his time to explain things to us. So I don't have an issue with the individual TSA agent. I think he, is good at what he does. But the reasons behind why he has to do what he does, that's what I don't understand. So now let's take a look at the raw footage from the airport. So here we are, how to get a gun on a plane in an airport. Three bags.
Okay, and just the one rifle case?
Two rifle
Two rifle cases.
One of them under me, one of them under him, and then,
And you're over 18?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll need your ID as
Okay.
well. So I'll have you sign there for me.
So what this means is that the firearm is unloaded.
So what we'll have you do, you'll put your rifle case up for me first.
Okay.
We'll start with Dad. So
All right.
Jeff, you put your case up so I can get a weight on it. I'll ask you if the firearm is unloaded and placed in a locked, hard-sided container. And then all areas of the case containing the firearm where there is designed to be a lock, there must be a lock for that whole area. All ammunition that you're taking with you, it's packaged properly, and you don't have over 11 pounds mammal.
During the Detroit Korean flights from Delta ICD.
So then what we normally have you do is he'll close it back up. He can clasp the locks, but you don't have to put the locks back on.
Okay.
Because I'll call TSA, and when they meet us down there, that way the locks will already be off.
What is TSA? Why do they check it?
Check the firearm there.
Yeah.
I don't know if when they check they. Hold on one second. Let me call 1 second. So we can get the ball rolling for now.
It's unusual to me that TSA wants to check it, because when I fly with a firearm just in my regular bag, locked in the checked luggage, TSA never checks. So I got a question for TSA. Why do you guys do this with the long guns?
That way, if we need to have them open, then you don't have to be called back up. Because if it goes down, then it goes to a secure area where you wouldn't be able to get to it. So we'd have to bring it back up, and then they'd call you back from the gate.
Yeah, I don't understand that, because same reasoning would apply when you have a pistol. Sounds like government overreach to me.
Alright, now what we have to do is we have to flip it over.
Well, hold on a second. Pull this up, everything's gonna fall.
Right.
So that's a problem.
And what'll happen is I'll have you repack it when we're done.
They gotta repack it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you help me repack it when we're done. Because their process is we have to flip it over and open it up.
I still don't understand why we're doing this. I mean, I understand you have procedure and program, but
Right.
what is it? I mean, if you wanna,
That's just
I'm
what their
concerned it's
standard
all-
operating
it's all
procedures
packed,
are.
It's all packed in there.
Right.
In a very specific way.
Yes.
So that nothing gets damaged.
Correct.
And you don't do this when it's a handgun in a check bag.
They're screened differently.
So I'm wondering if there's a way we can accomplish what you need to have accomplished without us having to flip it over and repack it. Are you able to probe with your finger like you did
On the top
on
part?
the top part? Because that would eliminate my concern. If we could at least just give that a
I
try.
think I can probably clear it that way. I can lock it back.
Because it's,
Yeah. Just because with our procedures, we're not allowed to touch it. We can nudge it, but we can't move
sure.
it.
Nah, I mean, I get it.
What their
I used to work
concern
for the
is,
government, so I understand.
It's one of those procedures that they came up with. I'm not exactly sure where it came from.
As
Or as who had the idea, you know what I mean?
It was some politician in Washington, D.C. That's where that idea came from.
But it's one of those things where it's not the people that are actually out doing the work
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
that are. You can go ahead and if you want to move anything around.
Jake, is that basically how it was?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Thank you for your flexibility. You think I was trying to bring a rocket launcher on the plane? I think you're going to find in Dallas, there ain't none of this stuff going on down in Dallas. I remember in Dallas, they just gave the gun to the Delta agent. That was the end of that.
It's not too bad.
Thank you very much and have a
Yep.
Merry Christmas.
You too.
All right, thanks. If you have any issues transporting a firearm on an airplane or other firearm transportation issues, at the law office of John Freeman, we know what that means, and we're here to help you.